Okay, picture this. It is exactly 3 a.m. Your eyes just snap open in the pitch dark. Your heart is pounding in your chest, and boom, instantly, a flood of racing thoughts completely takes over your mind. Work, bills, your health, that endless to-do list. You toss, you turn, you just stare at the ceiling with this deep, sinking dread, knowing tomorrow is going to be another totally exhausted, miserable day. If this visceral nightmare sounds exactly like you, well, I want you to know you're definitely not alone. Your body is quite literally crying out for help. Stick with me, because in today's explainer, we're diving deep into the science of how to finally banish this nightly torture for good. So let's address the massive lie we've all been told. You talk to your doctor or your friends, and you probably hear the same old thing. Oh, broken sleep is just part of getting older. Or it's just daily stress. You just gotta live with it, right? Well, actually, medical science says that is a total myth. Your brain isn't waking up because you're getting older. It's waking up because it's stuck in a really dangerous chemical loop. It's a neurobiological crisis, honestly. But here's the good news. Once we understand exactly how it works, we can shut it down. It all really comes down to a physiological trap. See, in a normal, healthy sleep cycle, cortisol, which is your body's main stress hormone, should be at its absolute lowest point in the middle of the night. But for a lot of adults, there's this sudden, dangerous spike in cortisol that just violently pulls your brain right out of deep, restorative rest right around 3 a.m. It throws your whole nervous system into full-on fight-or-flight mode. That is exactly why your mind just will not shut off. It's not just anxiety, it's a physiological hormone spike, and you literally can't control it with willpower alone. Now, when you're faced with that 3 a.m. torture, the desperate reflex is usually to just reach for those heavy synthetic melatonin pills, right? Like the 5 to 10 milligram ones. But the research we're looking at points out that these massive doses actually overload your brain's receptors. They totally ruin your natural sleep architecture and leave you feeling like an absolute groggy zombie the next morning. Instead of chemically sedating your brain and creating a dependency, modern clinical insights strongly recommend restoring your body's natural sleep pressure system so you can actually wake up feeling refreshed. So instead of those heavy chemical sedatives, the clinical data points to a fascinating alternative. It's called U-Sleep. This is an advanced, nano-enhanced natural liquid therapy, and it's exactly why so many adults are choosing it to restore their sleep. Why are they picking this over pills? Well, instead of swallowing heavy drugs, it's a natural liquid serum that you just put right under your tongue. The research shows it boasts a rapid 92% absorption rate. It naturally calms that hyperactive nervous system and works completely in harmony with your body's natural rhythm. And when you look at the hard data on this formula, the absolute precision is incredible. This meticulous attention to detail is exactly why it comes so highly recommended by experts for a healthy sleep cycle. Just notice the melatonin line there. It uses a super safe microdose of only 0.9 milligrams. That is the exact physiological amount your body needs to gently signal that it's time to rest. You don't get that dreaded morning hangover, and it doesn't shut down your body's own natural hormone production. But the real magic, the true synergy, happens with the 10 specific nutrients packed inside this blend. Honestly, it is like a masterclass in neurobiology. First, you've got lemon balm extract, which actively blocks those 3 a.m. cortisol spikes we just talked about. Then, L-Theanine and GABA work together to generate these deeply calming alpha brainwaves. They instantly quiet all that overactive mental chatter. And then magnesium glycinate swoops in as the ultimate relaxer, pushing your body deep into those slow-wave sleep phases where all the critical cellular repair happens. Now, to really understand how to get permanent results, the research uses this brilliant analogy, the plaster cast. Think about it. If you break your arm, the pain might actually stop just a few days after you put a cast on it. But would you take the cast off after 1 week? No way. The bone hasn't healed yet. Well, your sleep pressure system works exactly the same way. The first week stops those agonizing 3 a.m. wake-ups, but you absolutely need a 3 to 6 month course to fully rebuild and permanently heal those neural pathways in your brain. So, following that timeline, here is what the sleep reset looks like. Week 1, that stops the 3 a.m. wake-ups and finally quiets those racing thoughts. Hitting the 1 month mark, that's when you really restore your all-day energy and mental clarity. But to permanently repair your brain's natural sleep architecture, so the results actually stick around long after you finish your supply, you've got to complete that full 6-month physiological reset. If you stop early at just 1 month, you're honestly just treating a symptom instead of actually curing the root cause. And we are seeing this physiological reset work in some really incredible real-world success stories. Take Mary from Tampa, for example. For years, she just thought her terrible sleep was a normal part of aging. But once U-Sleep repaired her sleep cycle, something amazing happened. She dropped 2 dress sizes literally without even trying. Because she was finally entering those deep restorative sleep phases, her body naturally regulated its stress hormones and just launched into natural fat-burning mode overnight. A real game changer. Beyond just the physical changes, though, the emotional impact is profound. Look at Lisa from Chicago. She was sleeping in a totally separate bed from her husband for years because she was constantly tossing, turning, and waking up in cold sweats. Fixing her sleep didn't just give her energy back, it quite literally healed her marriage. She told us, "I got my wife back," and said she cried happy tears. It really just goes to show how deeply a broken sleep cycle can damage every single aspect of our personal lives. And hey, for the data lovers out there, the biometric tracking completely backs this up. Jenna from Boston tracks her biometrics meticulously. Her smart ring data proved this isn't just some placebo effect. Her actual biological deep sleep nearly doubled. It jumped from a mere 37 minutes to well over an hour, consistently every single night. Her heart rate variability skyrocketed too. This science-backed formula delivers measurable, undeniable biological results for adults looking to truly optimize their health. This is exactly why smart adults are securing a full 6-month supply today. First of all, you lock in that permanent 6-month physical repair we just talked about, while saving a massive $300. That breaks down to just about $1.60 a night, which is way cheaper than that morning coffee you won't even need anymore, right? Plus, you get over $150 in free bonuses, including Dr. Collins' complete wind-down routine collection, which is designed to therapeutically quiet your mind right before bed. Okay, let's get right to it. If you are ready to finally banish those 3 a.m. wake-ups and start sleeping like a baby tonight, you need to act right now. Head over to the official website by clicking the link in the description below or the pinned comment to claim your package. Secure your 6-month supply, grab those free bonuses, and remember, your order is fully protected by an Ironclad 60-day money-back guarantee. Seriously, go to the description or pinned comment and click that link right now. I want to leave you with this final provocative thought. Think about the energy, the focus, the sheer joy you are missing out on right now simply because you're trapped in this vicious cycle of exhaustion. What will you achieve when you finally wake up feeling decades younger tomorrow morning with a crystal clear mind and a totally recharged body? The solution is literally 1 click away in the description below. Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer. Here is to your deep, restorative sleep.